Corey, it generally doesn't happen in a postseason game that you get taken out of the game after your first 3 at-bats. How pleased are you with the way that the production was able to come offensively tonight and really make a statement in this Game 3?
Yeah, that was a big first inning for us. We kind of built off of last night. It was nice to see it kind of translate into today's game. But, a lot of credit goes to Julio. He sat for 40-plus minutes that first inning and still came out and attacked guys and was in the zone making pitches, and he did it all night. It was a really impressive outing all the way around the field.
In that first inning, after your RBI double to bring in Mookie, the majority of the runs scored were with 2 out. What can you say about the quality of at-bats that your teammates took in that first inning to be able to do that with 2 out?
Yeah, we took quality at-bats all night. Even when we got up, people were grinding out pitches. We made them throw a lot of pitches tonight, and that's what you're looking for in a long series like this. You want to get to guys as much as possible, and we did that tonight. But, tomorrow's a different day, and you got to come out and do it again.
Earlier today, Mookie took full responsibility for the defensive play when it was the ground rule double on the Dansby Swanson at bat yesterday, as well as responsibility for not setting the table in his mind yesterday. In that first inning, he forces the defense and forces the issue. How key of an at bat was that, and how key has he been?
He's been great all around. That's a true professional taking responsibility like that. But that play down the line is a tough play. You're running around the wall. You don't know where you are. It's none of that's his fault. The way yesterday went is a team effort. We won today as a team. We lost the last 2 days as a team. So we're going to come back as a team tomorrow and try and put a good effort forward.
Thank you.
Next question's from Ken Gurnick. Go ahead.
Corey, October hasn't been too kind to you in past years. What did you learn in earlier postseasons that's led you to have such a breakout postseason this year?
Just you've been around it now. You know what to expect. The game changes. You get pitched to differently. Taking your walks just as good as a hit. Moving the runners, anything you can to help your team win. And results come. But at the end of the day, you're not worried about your own results. You're worried about just making the last out and winning games at the end of the day. So that's what we're here to do, and we're going to try and do that again tomorrow.
In those early years, were you trying too hard to do it yourself?
I don't know if it's necessarily that, but definitely being too aggressive, swinging at pitches you shouldn't, getting into bad counts, not realizing how important moving the chain is, not realizing how important just a walk is. And you just kind of learn those things over the year, and you try and do them as best you can.
Thanks, Corey.
Next question's from Bill Shaikin. Go ahead.
Corey, given all the Octobers you've been here, just curious, how different was it to see Kenley out there in the 6th inning? And given how positive he always is, what's he been like the past week in supporting you guys?
Yeah, Kenley's still our guy. You trust Kenley to go out there and get outs. He's done that for a very long time in his career, and we expect nothing different.
Next question's from Tim Brown. Go ahead.
No question, man.
Next question's from JB Hornstra.
Corey, you talked about the wisdom of not being too aggressive and having learned that from the past, but that first inning today, you guys were really jumping on right early in at bats. What's sort of the secret? Is it really just a matter of good scouting and having a good idea of what he's going to throw you on that 0-0 pitch?
Yeah, there's a lot of reports. There's a lot of different things like that, and it's not necessarily not being aggressive early, but it's winning the pitches you should win. Not trying not to swing at the borderline pitches, trying to win early in the account to set up later in the account to get it back in your favor. It's just little things like that. It's not necessarily going up there and just taking and trying to take until you get 2 strikes or blah, blah, blah. It's just about winning those pitches you need to win.
And when you have an inning like you guys had last night, that 9th inning, really that whole rally started with your home run in the 7th. Can that build confidence to where coming into today, maybe you do have a little bit more confidence when you step up there trying to be aggressive early?
Yeah, we felt a lot better that just yesterday in general, all up and down the lineup. We had good ABs all throughout the night, to finally break through and scratch a little bit at the end definitely helps coming into today. We rode that momentum through the first couple innings, and then you kept having good ABs throughout the game even when you're up.
Thank you.
Got time for one more. Go ahead, Scott.
Corey, your video is great. You know, we've talked about how it's not available the same way in game. How do you think that affects you this postseason? And do you think it might even help to just have the ball game going on?
You know, it's kind of the same thing as during the year. You know, you rely on more feel. Obviously, you wish you had it. Obviously, wish you could go back and check it. But it's just not in the cards this year. So you're doing the best you can.